Hi folks, welcome back to the channel, Mantok here, and you are looking at the Cessna 182 Skylane from A2A Simulations. Beautiful, beautiful, as always. This was recently announced and released actually only about an hour ago, so what you're going to see here today, folks, is a pretty raw video from me in terms of I haven't really prepared much. So I haven't even jumped in the aircraft yet, really. I haven't flown it. I haven't even turned the engine on. So hopefully I'm going to be doing all of those things in this review, in this video. Not review, sorry. I'm not good enough to do reviews. I just do aircraft reviews by having bitter experiences with aircraft on VATSIM. Those are my reviews. But anyway, enough of that. Here we are in Aerosoft Tromsø in northern Norway, which is a beautiful scenery. I haven't really used it much myself yet either. I'm actually really busy with work and stuff these days, but hey, I'm here. Brand new aircraft from A2A, absolutely beautiful. Let's just have a look at the exterior modeling here. As you can see, A2A have really done a beautiful job on the exterior modeling and interior, as we will see in a second. You know, getting the rivets, the reflections, everything is beautiful A2A quality. And what sign is that there? Can you read that? No. Start of Connecticut. Oh, State of Connecticut, Department of Transportation. Something. That's pretty cool. And what's that? Oh, Cessna Aircraft Company. Very cool. So they're really the detail is absolutely beautiful. Let us. Oh, I just can't stop looking at this thing. Let us jump into the aircraft hangar now and see what's up. Actually, before we do that, let's just look at all the different panels we've got. We've got, as you can see, that's shift 2. That is fairly usual now for AccuSim aircraft. Shift 3. Oh my goodness, shift 3. Now we've got pretty much the same general layout as our usual aircraft, but we now have. Oh yep. You see down there on the fuselage there, that is our cowl flap. Very nice. We'll be having fun with that later. Okay, let's go to shift 4. And again, this is the same as the Cherokee and the Cessna 172. Let's just add some passengers here. Let's see if we can do some circuits with a full. Okay. Oh, total weight too much. It's too much. No, I can't do too much weight. That's better. Okay, let's just put maybe 20 pounds of hand luggage in the back. And of course, being a brand new aircraft, we've got full oil, fuel on the left and right. Okay, let's go shift 5. That's our map, like normal. We're here in ENTC, which is Tromsø, Norway, northern Norway. You're going to be seeing a lot more Norwegian scenery from me in the future, especially when the not much known about FTX or Orbex Norway comes out. That's going to be fun. And my quick radio stack there, that is shift 6. Shift 7, boom. Right, here is our maintenance hangar. As you can see, it's pretty. It seems pretty normal compared to we've seen some things similar to this now, such as the 172 and the Cherokee. Let's just go around. One thing that was mentioned by Scott in the dev video is if we just have a look at the propeller here, you're able to choose. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. That is awesome. I'm sorry, let me just say that again. That is awesome. Check that out. That's a big two-bladed prop. The diameter of that prop is big, and I guess it's just that much. It's just that much of a bigger aircraft than the Cessna 172. Let's just put wheel fairings. We've got those. Flap gap seals, very good. Engine heater equipped as well. You've got your different tires and your different batteries. That's all good. Let's go to the engine. Very good. Just as we've come to expect from a good AccuSim aircraft. I will say though. Actually, no, I won't say it yet. Let's just finish what I'm doing. Shift 7, that was. Shift 8. Okay, we're going to the pre-flight inspection. Let's see if we can get this done. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes it gets messed up because I'm using EasyDock. So let me just come back to you when I've fixed that, and I will see you in a second. Okay, here we are, folks, back in the cockpit, as you can see. Beautiful cockpit here. I like the floor. I like that kind of. What is that? That's not felt. It's kind of felt, I guess. Right, let's open the door. Let's clear these windows. Let's just open that window there. Just open the door again. Open that window as well. Cool. Very cool. And the leather seats, very nice. Okay. What were we about? What were we about? We were going to do the walk around. So let's go and do that. Okay, so let's just put myself in the pilot seat. Okay. So section 1. Let's just zoom in slightly. Flaps. You've got the flap connections there, and again you've got the aileron connections. See, one thing I should have done, by the way, folks, let me just do this now, is let me put tie downs, engine heater, wheel chocks, control lock, pitot cover. Okay, so let's just actually start that again. Let's go back to Control 8, back to inside the cockpit. Right, outside, so we've got ailerons there, we've got that there. And now we come to our tie down, remove tie down. Let's just have a look. There's my stall warning annunciator, and that right there is to clear any blockages of that little tube there. Let's have a look. Oh, so now we've actually got click spots to be able to take the chocks out individually, which is cool. And then we can sump the fuel tanks, which are full at the moment and have not been used. And there is our fuel on the left wing. Coming over to, you can check the, I think that's a static, I think it's a static port. Check the oil there. You can check the openings in there, that there's nothing blocking. Check the blades, make sure that there's no damage. Coming down to the other side, let's just sumping the extra fuel tank there. Oh my goodness, there's actually one on either side. That's cool. I actually have to research what they are. Okay, this is the right-hand wing tank. Coming around, we have the third sumping, and that's cool. So what's happened there, as you can see, is they've modelled the two main gear chocks, and we have a leg right there. Very nice. All right, let's take the chock out. Okay, and the right-hand wing there, and we've got another little thingy-diggy there. Okay, right-hand wing. You can check that all those lines are clear. Let's come around to the right-hand flap. It's been a long day at work, so I'm bleh, as normal. It's just my normal default self. I just can't speak properly. And there is the backhand tie down with. Okay, let's have a look at these ones here. Very nice. And I do like the quality of these A2A products. They really do. Like I mean, hear that? You can see that trim tab. You can hear it. Very good. Okay, now let's just lock up the baggage stowage place, and let's take off the pitot heat. And of course, if we touch it, it's cold because we haven't turned it on yet, but we are going to do that now. Let's just close the door. Close that other door. Let's get rid of my. Oh no, it's 8. Never remember which one's which. Okay, let's take out my engine heater and my control locks. Okay, let's just pop on. Okay, so you can hear, and see you can see the ailerons and all the control surfaces working very nicely there. I have not configured EasyDock. I have not done a lot of things yet. This is pretty much just a raw first look because I really was excited and really wanted to get something out that was to you guys. But in follow-up videos, folks, we will be reviewing and using this aircraft on VATSIM in all the same fashion that we have been doing in the Cessna 172 and the Cherokee. So I'm just manipulating my throttle quadrant here. I've got mixture, as you can see. I've got propeller. Now what that is that is going to change the RPM, but it's not fixed pitch, it's constant speed. So what it's going to do is that is going to change my let me see. I'm going to dig myself into a hole here, and people are going to hate me for it. And I really should know this, but again, it's been a long day at work. The propeller is a constant speed propeller, so it's always going to automatically maintain the RPM setting that you set. So pushing this in and out will set the RPM setting, but being constant speed, no, not constant speed. Yes, constant speed. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna annotate over this in the video. That is going to hold your RPM there. So it's a bit different than the Cessna 172. There again is your cowl flap, and we're going to want to, if we go to F3, we're going to want to open that. Right. Okay. I will do this properly. Cool. Right, let me go to my checklist, page 35, and let's start going through some checklists, just to get this baby up in the sky. Right. So cabin, pitot tube, cover, remove. We've done that. Pilot's operating handbook. It is accessible to myself right there. Parking brake set. My parking brake is set. And it's quite hard to unset from there, but we'll manage. Control wheel lock remove, ignition switch off. Very good. Master avionics switch off, which it is right there. Okay, warning, when turning on the master switch using an external power source or pulling the propeller through by hand, treat the propeller as if the ignition switch were on. Excuse me, do not stand or allow anyone else to stand within the arc of the propeller, since a loose or broken wire or a component malfunction could cause the propeller to rotate. Okay, very, very good. At this point, we then put our master switch on, like so. Fuel quantity indicators check. Let's just check them. They are, my fuel is both full on both tanks, of course, as this is just like a brand new flight. Avionics master switch on. Okay. Avionics cooling fan check audibly for operation. I don't hear it, but let's just turn all these on. Oh, this is beautiful. It's so nice having like that fan. The fan that I'm hearing is my laptop sitting next to me, not the actual. I don't think I can hear it, but that's cool. Right, so my avionics are on. I am actually going to be learning to use the GPS, but for the moment I'm going to fly with no GPS because, well, I'm just going to fly with no GPS. What is that? Oh, it's the tow function. Oh, we'll have fun with that later. Don't worry. Right, let's just set my barometric pressure. Very good. Right, let's go back to my checklist. Checklist. Avionics master switch off. Oh, I was just having fun there. Static pressure alternate source valve off. That is that. Pull to have it on. Push to have it off. Okay. Annunciator panel switch. Place and hold in TST position and ensure all annunciators illuminate. Like it does. Very good. As it says on the tin. Fuel selector valve both. Let's go and just make sure that's in both. Yep. Like so. Flaps extend. Let's just go have a look at my flap switch. That's so cool. Listen to that. Let's just go to an outside view here. Just have a look at that. And all my passengers are sitting in the aircraft just waiting to take off. They must be pretty bored. They are some massive looking flaps. They are big flaps. Of course, this is a bushcraft. Sorry, not a bushcraft. A bush plane by nature. That is kind of the aircraft that we're looking at. That's the kind of area of operations you could expect this to be. And there's a Vidro. I think it's Vidro, or it's not pronounced Widro. It's called Widro. I think Eric Lund will no doubt be laughing and wetting his pants right now at my pronunciation, my poor pronunciation of the Norwegian language. But anyway, let us get back in. Fuel selector valve is both. Flaps are extended. Pitot heat is on. Let's put my pitot heat on now. Yep. Very good. Master switch off. Like so. Trim controls neutral, baggage door checked, lock with a key. That is what we've done. Okay, right. Next checklist. Before start checklist. Pre-flight inspection has been completed. Passenger briefing has been completed. Seatbelts, seats and seatbelts have been adjusted. Yes. Brakes test and set. Yeah, I seem that my brakes are working. Circuit breakers check in. Very good. Where are my circuit breakers? Ah, there they all are. Yeah, they all are in. Very good. Electrical equipment off. Yeah, pretty much all my electrical equipment is off because all my electrics are off. Okay, avionics master switch off. Cowl flaps open as they are. Fuel selector valve both. Avionics circuit breakers check in. Yeah. We've done that. Why did they just repeat? But anyway, start engine with battery checklist. Okay. Throttle open, 1/4 of an inch. Right, that's closed. That's fully open. So 1/4 of an inch is going to be roughly there. Propeller, high RPM. Very good. So let's put my propeller into high. Mixture, idle cutoff, all the way back. Propeller area clear, so at this point we would scan around and we'd shout out the window, clear prop. Master switch on. Master switch is on. Flashing beacon on. Oh crap, what did I just do? That wasn't supposed to happen. Pitot heat strobe, nav, taxi, land, beacon. Beacon is on. So, and if we go to the outside, we should probably... Yep, we can see that on the tail. Very nice. Very nice. It has a kind of glow around it. Very nice. Okay. Let's move through this quickly and efficiently. Master switch on, flashing beacon. Okay, auxiliary fuel pump switch on. Okay. Okay, is this going to be... Yeah, mixture. This is going to be priming the engine. So let's just do this. How much does it say? Set to full rich, full forward until stable fuel flow is indicated, usually 3 to 5 seconds. Then set to idle cutoff position, and then turn off the auxiliary fuel pump. Okay, this is it's pretty standard that you do on the Cessna 172 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, mixture advance. Okay, ignition switch start, release when engine starts, and then you advance the mixture smoothly to rich when engine starts. Okay, so this is the big point, folks. This is where the engine is going to start up, and we're gonna see what this baby can do. Right. Let's advance my. Oh crap. Boom. Beautiful. Let's just idle around 1,000 and let's bring our mixture down to about 75 just for ground, just so that we don't want to clog the spark plugs or anything. And where am I going to put my my headphone in? Where's my headphone? Where is that? Where is that? Is it on the roof or something? Let's just turn my floodlight on anyway. Oh! Failing that, let's just bring up my Shift 3 and put headphones. Ah, it's right there. Okay. Headphones are in, very nice. Let's set my, let's just check where I'm supposed to be. Let's just set a heading of north. Let's just set about 15-20 degrees. You'll understand when we take off. I haven't really shown anyone this aircraft in this airfield, so I don't really know this airfield much myself. Let's just change to Celsius. Okay, 0 Celsius outside. Very good for the north of Norway in the middle of summer. I actually have this set to the middle of summer so that we actually have a sun and we can actually see, because in the winter, like, there's no light up here at all at any time for months and months, most likely. But anyway, okay, so going back to our checklist. Oil pressure, check. Oh my goodness, I should have been doing this. Just, okay, my pressure is in the green. Very good. My temperature is not. So I'm actually going to just wait until, I'm going to wait until I reach about 100 degrees or close to 100 degrees before I set off. So that was my oil pressure. That was my ammeter. Let's check that that's charging. Let me see my amps right there. That is 17 to 18 amps. That's my fuel flows, my manifold pressure. That's so cool. That is my cylinder head temperature. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. And of course we have the EGT gauge, which has been covered in the Cessna 172. Okay, this is fun stuff. Navigation lights on as required. Let's turn on my nav lights. Nav on. Let's turn my taxi on as well, because we're going to taxi soon. Let's just go outside and see what they look like. Where's my taxi light? Is my taxi light there somewhere? Oh, it's going to be on the wing. Duh! I was thinking Cherokee, where it's in the nose. Okay, there's my taxi light. And I will be producing my own custom skin to do my own VATSIM and VFR and IFR videos. Okay, so taxi and landing switch on as required. Avionics master switch on. Let's pop that back on now, because that's saved to. Radios on. Flaps retract. Flaps all the way up. Okay, so before takeoff, let's just... Okay, before takeoff, parking brake set, passenger seat back, most upright position, seat belts and belts, cabin doors closed and locked, flight controls free and correct as we have seen, flight instruments check and set, we have done so, or we will do so. Actually, let me just do that now. My VOR is Tromso 113.8, so let me just go to my nav1 and let me just set in 1138, and if you want to know how I'm doing that, I actually have an external piece of hardware. Oh, sorry, 1138. There we go, 1138, and you can see my nav1 has changed. Let me just set about 20 degrees on that as well. So my flight instruments are checked, fuel quantity is checked, mixture is rich. Let's just richify my mixture. Mixture is rich now. Fuel selector valve is both. Elevator and rudder trim set for takeoff. We will do that. Throttle 1800 RPM, magnetos. Let's do a mag check. Okay, let's do this. Let's take our things out so we can hear. So set our throttles to 1800. I set our RPM to about 1800. Saw the slight drop there. Let's go to the right. Again, you saw the slight drop. Just bring that down again. Annunciator panel, ensure no annunciators were illuminated. No, they were not. Throttle check idle. Throttle 1000 or less. Throttle friction lock adjust. Oh my goodness, it has a friction. I don't know what that is. A friction throttle. A throttle friction lock. That's weird. Adjust. Strobe lights as desired. Let's turn my strobes on. Radios and avionics set. Nav GPS switched. Yeah, I've got that done. Autopilot if installed off. Cabin windows closed and locked. Just close them. Wing flaps set for takeoff. Cowl flaps open. Brakes released. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Whew. Well, that's anticlimactic. No, I'm joking. And don't tell anyone at the airfield that we just sliced through that that thing right there. Okay, just set from some flaps. The reason you can't hear the engine, folks, outside is that I have my outside engine sound set low because I like to be able to hear ATC transmissions on VATSIM, so that's why that's not set up as high as it might be. So beautiful scenery. And I'll already say, folks, the handling characteristics on taxiing are similar, very similar, I'd say, maybe to the Cessna 172, in that when you want to turn, you have to hit the brake, and you have to probably use differential braking a lot in turning. Oh, that's just so beautiful. That is just so beautiful. Let's go to a tower view. Okay, maybe not. Let's go to an inside view again. Oh, and we're fogging up, so let's actually just sort that out before we go anywhere else. Control 3, cabin vent, turn that all the way up to 100%. Right. Let's just remain inside for the rest of the... Oh, there's my pitot tube. It looks like a more advanced model than the one of actually, yeah, than the one of this 172. I'm just thinking of three things at once. I would say I really feel like I like the handling characteristics of this aircraft on the ground more than the Cessna 172. It just feels more solid. I think it you see, it almost responds less to your inputs. It's probably down to the fact, obviously, that it's bigger and it's heavier. But I like that. It just feels more stable. Sometimes the 172 spins around the tarmac a bit when you're trying to. That's probably my fault. Okay, so let's just look at before takeoff. Okay, normal takeoff checklist. Let's have flaps at 20, power full throttle and 2400 RPM. Mixture rich, above 5,000 feet, lean for maximum RPM. Elevator control, lift nose wheel at 50 to 60. Climb speed is 70 or 80, and then you retract your wing flaps. Okay, well, let's get going. Oh, listen to that. And I didn't even need to lift my throttle there, or my elevators there. The plane just came up itself, rose off the tarmac. Right, let's just do a little bit of trimming here. Okay, let's retract my flaps. Just bring my RPM back now for about 24 RPM, 2400. Yeah. Let's just get my trimming straight, and then let's just do some climbing. Okay, wow, this thing climbs really well. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit of VFR just around. Welcome to northern Norway in all its glory. Okay, let's just make sure I've got my RPM is about 2400, yep. And we are climbing pretty quick here. This is a beautiful, even with 4 passengers, I'm impressed with the climb performance here. Let's just get our airspeed in the climb to about 70 to 80. So let's just pitch up nice and steeply. So that's 80 right there. Let's just level off slightly to bring ourselves within the margin, the climb margin of 70 to 80, as the checklist says. That's really nice. That is really nice. And we really do climb very well. And you know, just like Scott Gentile's video about the propeller, let me just put this in. It is very loud. I can't hear myself. As Scott Gentile said, the video he has about the propeller dynamics and how the 2-blade versus the 3-blade work. Before buying this aircraft, folks, go and watch that. Just so you get an understanding of what a 3-bladed Cessna means now, as opposed to the 2-bladed 172 that you may have been using before. The temperature is still 0 degrees, but my pitot heat is on, so I know that oh, that's all right. My pitot heat, my pitot tube won't freeze up too badly. Oh yes, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is my first ever Aerosoft scenery add-on. Just so you know. Okay, now that we've had a go climbing, let's see what this thing will do in level flight. So bearing in mind, folks, we've got 4 passengers. Let's just trim out. Let's just trim for some stable flight. And if you remember in the video that let's just actually lean out my mixture as well. If you remember in the video of Scott did, he was talking about low RPM, high power situations. Let's just bring back my RPM to about 2100, and you can see there's my temperature. Yeah, there. That's what I was looking for. It's my manifold. So if I there's my manifold pressure. It's 25. It should be in the green, so I'm actually going to pull that back to. Actually, just to test, I'm going to pull my throttle back to 50%. So my throttle, folks, is back at 50. So I'm on half throttle, and I've got about between 15 to 20 inches of manifold pressure, and my propeller. This is not good. This is crap. Get out of the cloud. Get out of the cloud. There's a mountain in front of us. There's a mountain in front of us. You should be VFR, you idiot. Okay. There we go. I know that's where we are. I'm coming out of the cloud. Turn out of the cloud, Mantok. That's a good boy. Don't crash into the side of a Norwegian mountain the first time you do a video in Norway. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is the mountain right there that I didn't want to crash into. Lols. Okay. So let's just level off again. Sorry for that little bit of drama, but it does happen when you when you come and join me on my videos. Let's just bring up my vertical speed and try and get that sorted again. That's a bit hair raising. Okay, so let's just push in my manifold a little bit more again, bring my manifold pressure up, but keeping it within the green. That, I think, is probably the best thing. So there we go. Let's just pull my RPM down closer there. Okay, so we've kind of taken off, we've gone around, and we've just like done a few settings. Let's have a look further down the checklist here to the en route climb. Airspeed 85 to 90, power 23 inches or full throttle, whichever is less, and 2400 RPM. Fuel selector valve, both cowl flaps open as required. Okay, now we've already done that, of course. Let's go to the cruise. The cruise power. Let's just have a look here. Cruise power 15 to 23 inches, which it is. Elevator and rudder trim adjusted. Yep. Mixture lean. Mixture is pretty lean. I've got about 50% mixture here. Cowl flaps closed. Okay, so let's close down our cowl flaps and see what that does to the performance. That should give us a slight increase in speed and temperature. But since the increase in speed might actually help to counter the higher temperature, since our cooling should go up slightly up. Right, okay, okay, cowl flaps closed. Right, so that's the cruise checklist, which is quite small. So you can imagine you can cruise up to, 10 to 12,000 feet in this job. And if you properly manage everything, you can definitely be 1,000 miles in this aircraft. So that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm enjoying right now just cruising at 120 knots. It's just that little bit faster than the Cherokee and the Cessna 172, so I'm going to be really enjoying using this for IFR operation, long haul, well, as long as the Cessna will go, but long haul IFR operations in these small aircraft. And I think maybe now, while I just chill in the sky, now I think it's a good time to say I like where A2A Simulations is going with their aircraft production. They started out where they should start out, and I think they're going where they really should go. If you think about it, folks, as a real world pilot, the first aircraft that you would ever come into contact with is probably a Cherokee, or a Cherokee 180, or a Cessna 172, which was stated in the is that turbulence? I don't think so. Which was stated in the development video, I think back in August of 2010 or something, that A2A said, these two trainers, we want to produce these trainers, and from these trainers we then want to go and produce, I guess, more advanced aircraft. And so you've got the Skylane right here, as you can see, which was a surprise. I didn't know they were bringing out the Skylane. The one aircraft I have heard a peep about. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but it is going to be a really, really, really good, fun step up into the world of IFR cruising and IFR GA aircraft. It's going to be really fun. I won't mention it just in case Scott or Lewis told me not to. So just to be mindful of that. Yeah, that is turbulence. I just saw that. Shouldn't be up in the clouds, Mantok. Not while you're in IFR. But that is, I'm really looking forward to where A2A go, and I'm looking forward to using this aircraft along with the Cessna and the Cherokee, and seeing the differences between them. So stay tuned for more 182 content from me coming up. A difference with my channel, folks, that you may not have with other channels is that I'm very much a YouTuber that when I get a good product, I will stick with the product and I will fly that product until everyone is bored with it, and I will continue flying it, probably beyond then, because it is a good product and I enjoy flying it. And the 172 and the Cherokee by A2A are two training aircraft which are just brilliant for flying an FSX, for learning how you should properly fly aircraft in the real world. I mean, all of the engine physics and engine management is really, really useful stuff just to learn how aircraft behave. Cylinder head temperatures, oil levels, all of these things. A2A have a passion for replicating in a simulator, and to me that's very valuable. More valuable than maybe some other people who produce really good work, but for me, I think I don't need to go any further than the A2A Simulations, basically. But that's enough about me. They don't pay me to say that or anything. I say that because that's what I believe. But anyway, so I'm really looking forward to using this aircraft more in my later videos. I'm going to be making a series on this aircraft. I'd say it's probably safe to say that every general aviation aircraft A2A produce and release, I will make a series of, I don't know, a given amount of videos, probably 5 to 7 to 10 videos on each aircraft, and they'll all be in a playlist, their own separate playlist on my channel, and I'll just be using them, and I'll just be comparing them to each other. And so if you want to get a good comparison of what this aircraft is like compared to the Cessna 172 or the Cherokee, maybe you've got the Cherokee or the Cessna and you want to, before buying it, you want to just watch other people's videos and get a good feel of how it's going to be compared to those other ones. These videos might be what you want to see. Please let me know. Please give me comments what you would want me to see me doing with this aircraft. Oh my goodness, let's get on the ground now. I think that's enough dancing with clouds. But yeah, let me know in the comments, folks. I'm just going to pull back my throttle and pump in a little bit more RPM there to descend. Actually, let's just pull my throttle nicely down. See, even when you pull your throttle down, the RPM remains. You see, even if it was constant speed and you were diving like this, your RPM would go through the roof because the airflow is driving that propeller. Instead of the engine driving the propeller. So actually it's doing a really good job of keeping that RPM stable, which is very impressive. Okay, let's just pump my mixture up to about 70 to 80% now. We're going to, let's just have a look off my left hand side. No, the clouds in Norway don't like me. I just generally get the feeling Norwegian weather is it's out to kill you. I mean, I know the English weather isn't the best, but the Norwegian weather really is serious. Oh crap! What is that? Oh, that's my altimeter. That's my. I think that was my it's my beeping alert on the autopilot stack there. So in the weeks to come, folks, I will be producing more videos on this aircraft. I will be learning how to use the GPS. That's one of the big things I'm looking forward to doing, and I'm going to be learning to use the GPS in the Cherokee and the 172. Basically, folks, okay, mixture, rich. Let's look normal landing, before landing checklist. Passenger seat back, passenger seat belts, fuel selector valve both, mixture rich, propeller high RPM, landing taxi lights are on. Let's just put my landing light on as well. Autopilot off. Yeah, okay. Normal landing checklist. Airspeed slow to about 70 to 80. Wing flaps. Let's just pop in some wing flaps now. I'm just trying to talk very quickly. Wing flaps. Airspeed 60. Trim adjust. Touchdown. Main wheels first. Okay. So we got this. We got this, guys. It's fine. It's all good. Let's just. So basically, all of the skills that I learn... Oh, I'm way too slow. Speed up here. All of the skills that I learn with this aircraft, I'm going to be... Come on. Come on, get down. Get down. Get down, boy. All of the skills that I learn with this aircraft, I will be crossing over to my Cherokee and my 172 videos. And the same goes for the 172 videos and the Cherokee videos. Everything that I've learnt in those aircraft will come with me in this aircraft. So You guys probably think I'm like autistic or something, or just can't speak properly at all. But I'm not saying like that's a bad thing at all. But I can assure you, yeah. One guy on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel the other day asked me if I was dyslexic, and I think I am. I mean, it's pretty obvious I am. Oh, that sounded good. I heard springs in that landing, which I don't think I've heard in the Cessna and the Cherokee. So, kudos to A2A for pushing their sound production as well as everything else. I mean, what makes a sim is not only good visuals, external and internal, and good flight physics, and good modeling, and good engine modeling, engine physics modeling, which A2A does the best at. But sounds are very important to provide you an authentic sounding sim. And if you have a bad sound on an aircraft, it will start to grate. Depending on how much you use it, it will just start to sound. It'll just give you the feeling it's, you know. But anyway, A2A across the board produce simulations which are beautiful and worth every penny, because if you love aviation and you want to do aviation right, I mean, this is what it's about, folks, is if I've spent my hard-earned money on a computer that's capable of running this stuff, and I've spent my hard-earned money on nice scenery for places I like to fly in the world, and Active Sky Next weather simulation, and Rex, and all of these things that go together to make this my current FSX install. I don't want to go and fly. I don't particularly want to go and fly the default Cessna 172. You want to fly an aircraft which you know is going to help you. And I mean, for me, what this is about is learning how to fly as if I was learning to fly in real life. It's cheaper than learning to fly in real life, and probably, oh my goodness, what is that van driver doing? He's like on crack or something. Anyway, and I probably at some point in my life I will learn to fly myself. I'll get myself a PBL. But until now, I know that the A2A simulation aircraft are probably the best out there in terms of learning and understanding and appreciating good engine management and all these other things. I'm not saying like other people don't produce good sims as well, folks. Other people do very good stuff. But just for me, I think A2A does the job. Okay, let's just have a look at an engine shutdown checklist here. I am conscious of time, folks. I did want to kind of rattle through this quicker than previous videos. Okay, after landing, wings, flaps up. Flaps are up. Cow flap open. Oh, good point. I should have opened that on the ground because my temperature is probably, yeah, my temperature right there is a little high. Well, the highest it's ever been so far. Okay, securing aircraft. Parking brake set. Throttle idle. Electrical equipment autopilot off. Avionics master off. Mixture idle cutoff. Like so. So take that out. Ignition switch off. Like so. Master switch off. Like so. Control lock install. Let's just do that via here. It's just easier. Control locks. Like so. Control lock. Fuel select allow valve left or right to prevent cross bleeding or cross feeding. Okay, well, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this taster video. There's more to come on this aircraft. Let's just plug in these extra things: pitot cover, wheel chocks, empty plane. Oh, the one thing I didn't use was the tow aircraft function, but not to worry. I will save that for the next video. So thank you very much, folks, for watching. Hope you really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was actually really fun for me as well, just taking this aircraft out, because this is my first time with this aircraft, just as you've watched me. So I'm looking forward to more on this aircraft later. So let me know what you think about it in the comments, folks, and especially, again, let me just say, please, maybe if you've had experiences in aviation with aircraft such as this, just drop me a comment on Facebook, especially, and let me know what you want me to do with this aircraft as well. So that's from me. That's all for now, folks. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later.